Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Adrianna and I make all different types of videos about books and faith and all different types of stuff. And in today's video, we have a very fun video. I haven't really done anything for 200 or 300 subscribers yet, and we're almost at 400, so if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. But I'm gonna be making a cake today, like I did when I hit 100 subscribers. I'm gonna be making a cake, except this time, because tomorrow is 4th of July, we all know what 4th of July is.
Happy birthday, haymitchs!
Happy birthday, haymitch! It is haymitch Abernathy's birthday, the one, the only. And I think he deserves a cake after all that he went through in that book. So, we're gonna be making a birthday cake for haymitch, and I'm gonna be answering some of you guys' questions that you have for me. If you watch my other video of me making a cake, we're gonna hope and pray that the egg situation goes better this time. Ah! And if you haven't watched that one yet, go watch it. It's really funny. Okay, so like I said, I am gonna be answering some of your guys' questions while I make this cake. So yeah, I only put that post out about 2 hours ago though. So if you did not see that and you do have questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if I get enough questions like after I've already filmed the video, then maybe I'll make another one doing something else while I answer questions, so that you guys don't just have questions that are unanswered. So question number 1 that I got was, what is my favorite band / artist and my favorite song? I think I got that from a couple different people. And I honestly don't know who my favorite artist / band is, and I listen to a lot of different ones, but I definitely listen to a lot of Horace Frank and Josiah Queen. So that is kind of maybe who I would say my favorite artists are. And then my favorite song, at least right now, one of my favorite songs that I've been listening to all the time is Jesus Glow by Abe Parker. I posted it, I made a post about it, but yeah, Jesus Glow by Abe Parker, such a good one. Love that song. I also think just like any Forrest Frank song, I love Forrest Frank and Josiah Queen, so yeah. Also, if you are an editor, listen up, please and thank you. If you are an editor, one of the best editing like artists with songs that can be used in edits, John Michael Howe. You need to listen to his music if you were an editor and you're looking for new edit songs, because his songs are so good to edit to. So yeah, that's my spiel. Someone also asked what my favorite flower is. Probably hyacinths or hibiscus flowers, but honestly I can't pick one because flowers are just so pretty, and like, oh my goodness, they are just amazing. So like I can't pick just one, but probably hyacinths or hibiscus are some of my favorites, or just wildflowers. Another question I got is, what is my least favorite book? And I would probably have to say that, I don't know if this is gonna be a hot take or not, but I think probably one of my least favorite books is The Uglies. I don't even remember who it's by, but I read it, I had to read it for school, and honestly I was really excited to read it because it sounded great, and it was a dystopian novel, which I loved, so I was really excited to read it. But once I read it, it honestly, like, the pacing and the writing style just, like, I don't know, I just didn't love it, and I think it just maybe, I don't know, I didn't love it. And honestly, I found the characters kind of annoying. That's another question I got, who is my least favorite book characters? Honestly, some of the characters from The Uglies, because I just found them really, really annoying, and just really, like, sorry, my phone storage is terrible and I had to delete some things, but I think probably some of my least favorite book characters, obviously if you watch my Hunger Games hot takes video, you know that I do not like Gale from the Hunger Games, but honestly probably some of those characters from The Uglies and Gale are like my least favorite book characters. And I also got asked what my favorite book characters are, which is a really hard question, by the way. I was thinking about that, and I think some of my favorite book characters are probably like Anne of Green Gables, so like Anne Shirley Cuthbert, we love her so much. And then obviously, like, you know, Katniss. Joanna definitely is up there with my favorite book characters. And then probably not many of you know this one, but Rowena from Ferris Hunter by M.K. Felix. Literally one of my favorite books ever. You should totally read it. But yeah, she's one of my favorite characters as well. So yeah. And obviously like PETA, duh. Alright, someone asked how many books do I own? That's a hard question. I counted right before I filmed this, and I think from what I counted, I own 45-ish books, which I honestly expected that to be less, but yes. And watch these eggs. I'm kind of new to book talk in that whole scene, so I don't have a lot of books myself, but yeah, I also get a lot of books from my library, so I don't own a lot of books, but I do read a lot. It's time for the eggs. Let's hope it goes better than last time. Where? Our eggs are washed. Now let's try and crack these. Hopefully I got better since last time. Ooh, I still hate doing this. Okay, let's see. No. Hold up, what am I doing? Ooh, I did it. Okay, I did it. Well, I did it better than last time. If you remember what last time was like, the OGs, you guys will know what happened last time.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh! Where did that go? It squirted everywhere. Clearly, I haven't gotten much better.
Obviously.
But, you know what? We will. Oh! Ha! I hate cracking eggs. Oh my goodness. So I may be a little bit evil, and I may be making a red velvet cake that low-key looks like a murder scene in this bowl right now. Anyway, yeah. And we all know what was red in Sunrise on the Reaping. I don't know if it deserved that. My baby. Anyway, moving on to more questions. Kind of need to speed run these, I guess. Someone asked what my favorite season is. My favorite season is fall all the way. Somebody asked me what something many people don't know about me is. I guess, I don't even know. Maybe, that I play the flute and the piano and I'm learning to speak Spanish. So, yeah. I don't remember. I'm trying to like have these questions off the top of my head. What is my favorite aesthetic? As far as my favorite book aesthetic is probably like fantasy kingdom, like Rapunzel or like Ferris Hunter aesthetic, or like Powerless. And then probably like my aesthetic, I'm not really sure I have an aesthetic. I'm kind of just all over the place, if we're being honest. If you think I have an aesthetic, comment down below what it is, because I don't know what mine would be. But yeah, we gotta get this in the oven. Somebody also asked what my favorite Bible verse is, which is also a very hard question. But I think my favorite Bible verse would probably be, there's one that I have in my description, which I don't even remember the reference, but it's the verse that's like, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. I love that verse. What is going on with this? It's not working. Anyway, a verse that's really kind of speaking to me right now, at least, is the Psalm 139, either 14 or 15. That's like, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and I love that verse. And so yeah, that's kind of right now. Another question I got is, what is my favorite place I've ever been to? And I'm not too sure about that one, because I guess another thing not many people know, I've been to 24 out of the 50 states, and so I've been to a lot of different places. But I think one of my favorites was when I went to Durango, Colorado last summer, and I got to ride on this like old train in like the mountains, and that was so much fun. I do love going to the mountains. I also love going to the beach. I've been to Florida, and I love that. So it kind of just depends, I guess, but I love traveling. So everywhere, I don't know. I promise I'm not a vampire, guys. Another question I got is, what is my favorite color? My favorite color is light green or light blue, or just any pastel color. Let's get this cake in the oven. While that's baking, I'm gonna answer 2 questions that I got that might take a little bit longer to answer, and those are, what inspired me to make a YouTube channel, and what inspires me to write? And so I'll answer the first one first. What inspires me to make a YouTube channel? I kind of talked about this in my 50 subscribers Q&A, so I'm probably not gonna go as in depth of an answer, but I think essentially it just sounded like something fun to do, and I figured that it was a great way to share my faith and share the gospel with people, because and also share just like about things that I love, like books and reading. And I think that it's really fun to do, and I talk to myself a lot off camera. Like, I act like I'm talking to you guys, kind of like I act like I'm talking to a camera a lot, because I just talk to myself. I think that's how I process things, is I talk to myself and I talk myself through it. And so I talk to myself all the time, and I'm like, well, I might as well just talk to a camera, you know, whatever. And it just kind of comes naturally to me, I feel like, and so I love it. And then what inspires me to write? I talked about this in my writing tips video, but definitely you guys inspired me to write. You guys inspired me to keep writing on my book. And also, I want to write clean books that have romance in them, because as a romance reader, as someone who loves to read romance but hates spice, it is so hard in today's age to find books that I actually enjoy reading and that are good, like well written, that don't have spice in them. And so that is one thing that inspires me to write my books, and why I started writing my books was because I want young girls like me to have books to read that are clean and that don't have spicy romance in them or language, or yeah. So that's what inspires me to write and do my YouTube channel. Okay, so baking it. But another question I loved that I got is, in what ways do you maintain your relationship with God? And I feel like I don't get a lot of questions about my faith, and so I love this question so much. But I think that it's different for everyone. And, you know, obviously in the Bible, we learn that in order to grow in our faith, we are supposed to read our Bibles and pray. And I think that looks different for everyone, how you do that. Because studying your Bible one way may work for you, but may not work for somebody else. And one way that someone else studies their Bible may not work for you either. But personally for me, I kind of just pick something to read normally, and then like read it. And then I like read it once, and then I like highlight through it, underline things, take notes on it, like maybe write some notes down on it, and then maybe just like yap about it to myself for a little bit, which maybe seems a little weird, but like I said, I talk to myself a lot. And so I feel like a lot of times that is one thing I do, is I will just like read through it and then highlight it and like kind of take some notes and stuff. But yeah, and then also I think like praying, I think I try to pray like as I'm laying there to go to bed, because honestly, if I try to pray any other time, I get so distracted, which I could work on and I definitely should work on. But I think praying before I go to sleep is definitely one of the prime times that I try to pray. But yeah, that's some of the ways I maintain my relationship with God. But also, like, I listen to a lot of Christian music. That's one thing that really changed my relationship with God, was listening to Christian music instead of secular music. And no judgment to anyone who does listen to secular music, because I know how addictive it can be, and I know how there are some secular artists that I love too, but I think listening to Christian music is one thing that really kind of changed my relationship with God. So that's just my thing though. But another one that I absolutely love is, what book series would you be willing to live in? And I wasn't expecting that question. Probably like Anne of Green Gables, because oh my goodness, I would want to live in Avonlea. Like, what the heck? I would want to live in Avonlea, obviously. Maybe Harry Potter, because like Hogwarts, you know, going to Hogwarts, that'd be such a vibe. I definitely wouldn't want to live in Hunger Games era. I'm so sorry, but like personally, I would not make it 5 minutes. So yeah. But Chronicles of Narnia. I want to live in Narnia so bad. Yes, sign me up. I want to live in Narnia. So yeah. Somebody also asked me, is cereal with milk a soup? I don't know. I feel like you could classify it as a soup because it's liquid with chunks in it. That sounds so bad. Honestly, I think you could classify it as a soup. I think you could classify it as a soup. I also got the question, if I was a kitchen utensil, what kitchen utensil would I be? I don't know. Maybe like, I have no clue. I have to think about this one for a minute. Maybe like the head of a mixer thing. Like, I don't know if you'd count that as a utensil, but like I do. Like the thing you put on a mixer that like spins around. Like, because I'm absolutely insane. Sometimes like I'm crazy. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know. Ooh, what is my favorite reading position? Sorry, I'm like reading through the questions right now and just kind of answering them. But reading position? I don't know. Man, I move around like a gymnast while I'm reading. I read in some crazy position. Like, seriously? Like, I mean, crisscross applesauce. Like, most of the time I just read like sitting up though. Or like laying on my stomach. Just any position where my hands don't get tired or like my arms don't get tired of holding the book. Let's be honest. A cake batter on my shirt and now it looks like I have blood on me. Seriously. Like, I don't know if you can even see that, but it's kind of red. That's depressing. So maybe slightly evil. You'll know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, I guess I should probably try one. I got this whole bag of them, so I guess I should probably try one, but... Oh my goodness. I need to wash that off my tongue. Ew. I can see how this did, you know. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna give you spoilers, but oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, if you haven't read Sunrise and the Reaping yet, go grab you some red gumdrops and go sit down with that book and have a good cry with it because it's tragic. Now, to answer a couple more questions, I got some really detailed questions, and one of the questions that I saw that I got was, what is something people assume about you just from watching your channel? And I feel like I've not really heard anything, but like, I feel like just from watching my channel, people might assume that like, I just read all the time. Like, literally, I just read all the time, which I don't. I am actually been in a reading slump since like April, and honestly, it's been really hard to get out of that, and I'm trying so hard. But I'm just like, haven't found a book that really just captured my attention yet, and yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of my answer to that, but yeah. Another question this person had was, what is a fantasy book that changed the way you live, the way you think about something, or just changed you long after you read the book? And I would have to say, there's a lot that like really just like changed my reading perspective. But recently, like if we're talking this year, probably Ferris Hunter by M.K. Felix, because oh my goodness, it's such a good book. I talk about it all the time. You guys need to go read it. She's actually gonna come out with another book, I think later this year, maybe next year, called Charmed Beast, and I need it. But anyway, so this author, it's a completely clean fantasy book. The romance is clean as well, and so that's one thing that changed the way I read, is because it showed me that there can be a good romance and a well-written romance without it being spicy. Somebody also asked what my favorite show and movie were. One of my favorite movies is 10 Things I Hate About You, or A Walk to Remember. That's another good one. And then, or 5 Feet Apart. I watch sad movies, man. And then also, one of my favorite shows is And with an E. Or, oh my goodness, House of David. Such a good show. I've also been obsessed with a new show my mom showed me called Seeking Persephone. And if you were like a Bridgerton or like Little Women, Pride and Prejudice era fan, you need to watch it. It's amazing. You need to watch it. The romance is so cute. Anyway, yeah. All right, somebody asked what my favorite hymn is and what my favorite show is. I'm waiting to go ice the cake, but my favorite hymn, I don't know. Maybe Amazing Grace. I know that's so basic, but like, oh, This Is Our Father's World. Love that. I don't know if that's technically a hymn, but I'm gonna count it as one. And then, oh, what was the other question? Wait, what's my favorite hymn and what is my favorite, hold up, let me go look. Show, which I already answered. And I said that was Anthony or House of David or Seeking Persephone. So, yeah. I have a feeling Lenore Dove would love my cake. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy birthday, Haymitch. And I hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July and have an amazing time. If you guys enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. God loves you, and I love you too. Bye. Love you guys.